What's going on, people of the interwebs? Quick update on the 2020 Nissan Frontier, rundown of what's happened so far. I got the RC Killer lift kit from AllDogsOff Road, got it lifted 2 inches in the front, 1.5 inches in the rear from the Add-A-Leaf, and then I also have a Z1 off-road adjustable shackle, which gives me about 3/4 of an inch lift in the rear, so I do have a little rake going on. Got some brand new rubber. The Goodyear Ultra Terrains ride pretty great. They're a size up from my previous tire size. I am running a 265/75 now. You can see from the back that there is a rake. AllDogsOff Road does make a disclaimer saying that the rear will sit higher. That's not a problem for me because I tend to load my truck up anyways. Truck rides great. People complain about it on the forums, people complain about it on the videos, but it's a truck. It rides pretty plush, in my opinion, for being a little work truck. Have the Viper cut going on. Did that myself, and then my truck did not come with fog lights from the factories, but I did order the kit from Z1 Off-Road. Pretty quick install. There's a picture of the body lift in the front, brand new rubber. There's the wiring harness right there. Whenever you do the body lift, you gotta be super careful that you don't damage that thing. It's exposed. I gotta find a way to cover it up. Tires look great in my opinion. Here's the 1.5 inch wheel spacer from Spider Tracks, giving that more aggressive look. I've been running them for about a year and a half, no problems whatsoever. Just go back and torque them down every once in a while. McKelly's body lift, cover panel, whatever you want to call it. When you do the body lift, you see straight through the bed of the truck, kind of an eyesore. Glad they sell those. Downside to the body lift is this 2-inch gap from the rear bumper. Doesn't bug me, bugs some people. In a perfect world, I wish it was gone. I'm looking at an aftermarket bumper anyways. There's the opposite side. There's that 2-inch polyurethane, whatever, body lift made of a good plastic petroleum. Yeah. But it looks good in my opinion. Some people like it. Here's the rear. There's the Z1 off-road shackle. It's at the lowest setting. It goes all the way up to 1.5. When you do get these, I recommend getting the greasable fittings. I did not get them. This just makes serviceability so much more easier. I took out the overload spring as I don't do too much towing, and if I did, well, I just upgrade springs at that point. It was a pain in the butt to kind of install, but overall rides pretty darn good. Rides even better with it loaded in the back with a couple 100 pounds. Here's the opposite side. Not a big problem. Not a big problem. Sits, you know, to be honest, it sat a little high for my taste at first, but I've grown to like it and its utility factor. You could see here is how far the tires stick out. 265/75 with a 1.5 inch wheel spacers on stock wheels. I had to do cutting. With a smaller wheel size before, tire size before, mild rubbing, but I did have to cut the pinch welds behind the fenders here. Had to do the cut. There's a couple videos showing how to do that. Pretty simple, straightforward. I just went ahead and after I cut everything up, hit it with some black spray paint, and this plastic cover on the bottom that covers it up. Not a problem. No more rubbing whatsoever. I recommend doing it if you get bigger tires. Some people say, why didn't you get bigger tires? Well, this is my daily driver. Big tires didn't make sense to me. This tire is functional for a lot of the highway driving I do. Here's a image of the new stock for the fog lights. There you go, 52,000 miles coming on 53. I'm going to turn this on for you guys. This is going to be a cool little surprise here. Around the front, I added some marker lights. Ooh, yeah, fancy, cool. Yeah, one night just decided I wanted to do this, saw a bunch of different ways. I just tapped in to my parking lights. I kind of wish I didn't. I wish I ran them on independent switch so I can have them on with the parking lights off. No drilling involved. I had some black silicone. Bought all the parts from Amazon. Boom, black silicone, squished them in, and no problem in rain, no problem in wind, and they're still holding up great. There's the aftermarket fog lights right there. Aftermarket LEDs off Amazon, probably about $30 for the set. Work pretty good. The dark roads down here in Texas. However, I thought they were going to be a lot better in my opinion in terms of illumination, but they just give a lot of eye relief because of the yellow. Since I do a lot of driving in the dark in backcountry roads, I'm thinking of getting a light bar and projecting more light out. Here's another side profile view. Sits higher, there's body roll for sure on the off ramps and on ramps. Gotta be a little careful. I did take off the front sway bar because it was jarring at first with the front lift with the new springs. I took them off, thought I was gonna be dangerous, thought I was gonna die. No, you won't die unless you're driving super fast. I don't drive super fast in this thing. So, no front sway bar. Rides great in my opinion. Rides like the truck should. Just gotta be a little more careful. Not that big of a deal. You can see right here from the Viper cut, if you just rewind the video back a little bit, there's a piece of metal from the bumper. So that's another oversight there. When I lifted the body 2 inches, that bumper came down. That was completely hidden before. If I would have known, I probably wouldn't have cut that deep. Not a big problem to me. I'm gonna plan on getting a new bumper in the future or putting a worn winch on. Here's some shots of this. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down. I'll answer them. Peace out, guys. Talk to you later.